Hello everyone, Scott here. It might be a little bit windy. I'm out here walking around the botanical gardens here in Sydney. Beautiful wintry day. There has been some incredible price growth happening in Sydney just over the last 4 to 5 months. So from January 2024 up to now, we're at the end of May now, we've seen some suburbs in Sydney grow by almost 10%, not in the last 1 year, in the last 3 to 4 months. Now, where is this price growth happening? It is happening in the affordable suburbs. So places like Cabramatta West, Fairfield, Bonnyrigg. I lived out at Bonnyrigg for a little bit of time out there, and all those areas out there out west, Mount Druitt, Rooty Hill, all around there. A lot of those areas, some of the inner west areas as well, and also going out to areas like Picton, Camden, have seen, 7-8% growth. I'll put a chart up with some of these suburbs, some of the top suburbs, and you can take a look at the price growth. So this is incredible, and this is during a time where, yes, there was some speculation and talk about interest rates dropping, but over the last 2 months, there's been talk about possible interest rate increases. I'll talk more about interest rates in a little while, but there's been talk about interest rates increasing. And so even with that looming over the mindset of the buyers out there, we have still seen massive price increases. Now, it's been happening in suburbs where the median house price is below that 1.4 to 1.6 million. And what's actually driving it is something called the ripple effect. And this is where one suburb will grow until it becomes unaffordable, and that is a more desirable area. And then what actually happens is people start to look outside of that more desirable area to the next most desirable area where it is affordable. And then all of the demand moves there, and then that suburb will peak and peak out, and then it will become unaffordable. And then the next most desirable area will get all the attention from first-home buyers and investors. So this is actually what's happening. This happens on a city level, a regional level, suburbs next door to each other. And now what's key is this also happens at a capital city level. So if Sydney continues to grow like this, and Sydney becomes even more unaffordable than what it is now, that will ripple onto Brisbane, ripple onto Perth, ripple onto Adelaide, ripple onto Melbourne. And so this ripple effect is something which is key to the research that I do to be able to help my investors make the right choice, where to buy, when to buy, how much to spend there, not overpay, get the cash flow right, get the tax deductions right, and all of that. So what does all of this mean? It means with Sydney growing like this, there is still a huge robustness to the Australian property market. And that's why we're predicting that 2024 to 2027, we're going to see a mini mega boom in property. And over the next 10 to 12 years, we're going to see prices continue on that doubling trend every property cycle of between 8 to 12 years, especially in Sydney and Melbourne. And now with Brisbane joining those two cities as main cities. Now, Perth also will do a lot. So very exciting times. What it means is a healthy Sydney, a growing Sydney market means that the other capital cities will also catch up. What's great is, as an investor, you also want to balance out your cash flow. So definitely expect to see areas which are affordable now all throughout the country, which provide good cash flow. Expect those to have huge growth in the next 6 to 12 months. Take care.
For more videos like this, please click like and subscribe for more information around the property market. Thank you.